Hi everyone. Excuse me. First off, I just want to apologize that I didn't get a weekly out for darn, what was the week? The 15th, the week of the 15th. Apologize for that. I don't know what I was thinking. I did the bi-weeklies and I thought I still had enough time. So I really do apologize for that, not getting the weekly out. I was going to do a weekly for this week for the 22nd. But I decided that I'm just going to do a monthly for June. And what else is going on? Life has forced me to focus on something else at this time. So what's going on with me is that I'm in the process of possibly moving and getting my own place. And that is great for us for future. And then I also might be getting a part-time job, but that won't be until the new school year. So I'll be working in that process of that as well. So I've been working more on getting preparations and a lot of documents prepared for this move. So that's what has kind of led me not to do a weekly or do videos. And so since I have time now, I figure I'll just get the monthly out, because when I do move, I don't know when I'll get internet. So I might be making a weekly though for, I don't know. I'll figure it out. I will do a weekly though. I'll add that to before I move as well, because I could be moving in June or sometime in June, maybe the beginning part of June. I'm not sure yet, but so that's what's going on with me. And let's start off with your reading. So I thank you. Hi Taurus, and welcome. This is your general horoscope for the month of June 2017. And let's get started with you, shall we? So we start off at the beginning of the month with the Seven of Cups. Sevens, just have to look at my cheat sheet. It shows the completion of a cycle can bring changes. So changes involved here. But what else is going on is these represent all your dreams and your desires, and it basically is telling you that you have to choose one. So this is regarding a choice. Choosing one to work with, I'm kind of getting right here. And another thing is, it could also possibly be a lot of invitations coming to you, and you have to pick and choose which one. So where these invitations are coming from in your life is, that just occurs in your life. It could be family, friends, co-workers. So you're having to pick and choose, and who to spend this time with. It could be possibly even some possible interests that you're involved with. But a choice nonetheless that you need to make. So that's the beginning of the month. Next we have is the Five of Pentacles. Now I have to look at my cheat sheet again. And fives regard instability and change, but leaving a rut that you're stuck in. So that's a good sign. It's leaving a rut that you're stuck in. So that's what the fives represent. But basically what this card represents is going through some kind of hardship. And when I look at another, I forgot which deck I have, that it has a tree with the Five Pentacles on it, but in the corner, if you look really good, it shows a snowbell, and snowbells survive the harshest winters. So it's saying that you will survive this, you will make it out. And so basically like the fives, it's saying that you will get out of the rut that you're stuck in. How to get there though is it's telling you to look within. So you look at this card and you have all these shining lights coming from a possible, I think it's usually a church, that is what this usually represents behind. And it's basically it's representing yourself, and it's saying to go within. The light is within, and you may find the answers and the wisdoms that you seek. But it's also saying that help is available. So just go to the door of the church and help is available to you. So and it's also saying that you're not alone. Someone is there with you, helping you through this. So it is, you're not alone. You're going through this with somebody else, but not necessarily, it doesn't necessarily have to be. You could be going through this totally alone. But just remember that whatever is happening to you right now, this hardship that you're going through, You will make it through. Okay, you will get out of this rut that you're stuck in. So, and it's always temporary. It's never permanent. Okay. Trying to see the correlation between the Seven of Cups and the Five of Pentacles here. And it could be the many choices that you have to get out of this rut that you're stuck in as well. So I'm just kind of looking back at that, and it's showing that to get out of this rut, you do have a lot of choices, and a lot of probably a lot of help as well. Probably you can pick and choose which ones that will possibly help you to get out of this hardship that you're in as well. So that's where I'm kind of seeing that correlation. Next card we have is the Six of Pentacles. Now this card is basically, sixes are a card of harmony. Oh my goodness, harmony and balance. And let me see. This is also telling me that this card also represents either being in a receivable. I'm kind of losing myself here. Being in a receiving mode, giving mode, or sharing mode. So where that stands for you, I'm not sure. But you might be, because I'm looking at this Five of Pentacles and that going through that hardship, you might be in a receiving mode at this time, and that will also help you get out of this, you know, the rut that you're stuck in as well. So you're probably going to be receiving some help. This is also about receiving gifts as well. So help is out there. Help is out there for you going through this hardship, and to help you get out of this rut that you're stuck in. So that is a good sign. That is always good. And seems like you will be getting out of this hardship, because we get to the Ten of Pentacles. 10 is a card of completion. Things opening up to you at this time. And this is getting about toward the middle of the month. So it could be an inheritance. It could be that gift that you're receiving to help you get out of this rut that you're stuck in. And it is about, you know, spending time with the people who mean a lot to you, friends, family. It could be also socializing as well, getting out there, getting yourself out there. It could be receiving an inheritance, but it's about a gift, basically, is what I'm seeing, and being in that receiving mode to get you out of that rut. And what else is going on here? But from getting out of that rut, new things opening up for you. So I see this story unfolding here, and so it's a completion, new things opening up to you, receiving gifts, possible an inheritance. Now just remember that nobody has to die in order for you to receive an inheritance. Okay, it is a gift. So that's basically what I get from that. But it's also about socializing, getting out there as well. So you're going to be getting that help that you need to get out of this rut. It doesn't necessarily have to be a financial rut, but basically that's what the card, the Five of Pentacles, represents. It's a financial rut being stuck in, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. You can be in a rut, because this is so general. You could be in a rut, probably spiritually, a spiritual rut, a relationship rut, but the card does symbolize financial. So you could be in many different kinds of ruts at this time. Maybe even a social rut. So let's move on, though. We get out of that. The Devil card is the next card. It's a major arcana. Please pay close attention to this. Basically, when this card comes up, the meat and potatoes of this is addiction. It doesn't necessarily have to be drug related or alcohol related. It could be related to addicted to exercise, food, a relationship, sweets, codependency. So there's many different kinds of addictions that and when you look at the other cards, you see the Devil in the background and a man and a woman that is chained. And they're chained, I don't know if they're chained together, but they are chained. But if you look closely, their chains are loosely put on their wrist, so they can easily take it off. So it is up to you if you want to take those chains off of you or not. But it doesn't necessarily have to be you being addicted to something. It could be maybe you're helping somebody else out with an addiction as well. So maybe that's where you're stuck in that rut as well. But like I said, getting out of it, and maybe you going into a sharing or giving mode, and you're helping this person out as well. But it also represents manipulation. So maybe somebody is trying to manipulate you in some way. It also could be that. And or maybe you are trying to fight your inner demons at this time. Your inner demons are coming to the surface, and you're trying to get yourself and fighting those demons off on your own. But remember, there is always help out there. Next card we have is the Knight of Pentacles. If it is an energy, this is very slow moving energy. I mean, it is a turtle's pace, and still represents an action card. This is still about moving forward. It could be financial. It could be with you're managing your time. Because I don't necessarily just represent this as a financial sign or symbol. I also represent it with time, or relate it with time as well. Maybe spending time with someone. Okay, let's go back. If it is energy, it is very slow moving energy. And but if it is a person, this is a person that does not reveal themselves or reveal any part of their emotions to anybody. They will not tell you how they feel about you. And it will take a very long time before they even do. You might be able to get hints and stuff like that to how they possibly might feel about you, but they won't come straight out and say it. Then again, this is also a card of messages as well. So maybe a message coming to you, but it's very slow moving. It could be snail mail, or it could have trickled down through a lot of people. This is a very intelligent person. Oh, not intelligent, but a very smart, very detail-oriented type of person as well that maybe you might be dealing with. Very loyal as well, a very loyal person. It could be as simple as getting an invite from somebody, maybe to go out on a date. But it could be an invite to go out with friends, family, or even co-workers as well. And I don't think I get anything else from this as well. I don't think I get anything else from this. Trying to see a correlation between the cards with this one. So let's move on. The last card we have is the Sun card. Okay, this is very good to have in your spread. This is a very positive card. I mean, it just radiates very positive energy. So Sun, again, it's a major arcana. You want to pay close attention to that. But what I love about this card is that whatever negative card that you have in your spread, it negates. So it demagnifies it, so to say. So it negates any negative card in the deck. So that is very positive in itself. This is about vitalities, and this is the ending of the month already. This is your last card. So it's vitality, it's warmth. I say it's a yes card to whatever questions I did not answer as well. What else is going on here? It just radiates positivity. So by the end of the month, nothing but positive energy coming through for you. Positiveness, like I said, vitality, maybe having more energy, just everything going right for you. And finally, okay, I don't know what else to say about this card. It's just such a positive card that in itself that I just can't, you know. Okay, so let's kind of recap here. So beginning of the month, you have that 7. So 7 is regarding, it shows the completion of a cycle and can bring changes for you. So changes coming about. So that change, I think it's that change with being in that rut that you're probably stuck in, but getting out of that hardship. and or that sevens could be your desires and dreams and picking and choosing which one to work with, or it could be a lot of invites that you're getting. Maybe a lot of help that's coming your way at the beginning of the month regarding the hardship that you're in, but at least you're getting out of it. I see gifts or help again coming to you. And I see you being in a more receiving mode for getting, you know, the help that you need to get out of the rut that you're stuck in at this time as well. I say also, yeah, so I see a lot of help coming to you. But I also see you possibly going within, seeking the answers that you seek to help you get out of this rut too, because it doesn't necessarily mean like the financial rut, probably being in a financial rut. It could be a spiritual rut for some of you as well, but going within and seeking the answers and the wisdom that you need to get out of it. But I do see a lot of help for you, and you picking and choosing that choice of which one to take. But I see you being in a very acceptable, being in a very receiving mode at this time as well. And so then you're coming to a completion, new things opening up to you, maybe a lot more time on your hands finally, and possibly being more social, because it is a card of being social, and possibly spending a lot more time with family and friends. Maybe that's also the help that you needed at this time as well. And maybe picking and choosing that choice being more positive at this time as well, and being around more positive people, and maybe possibly receiving an inheritance. But remember, nobody has to die in order for you to receive an inheritance. It could be just a gift, receiving that gift, and then dealing with possible addictions at this time, or being involved with a very manipulative person at this time as well, or maybe just fighting your own demons at this time. So it could be different for a lot of you, and very different for a lot of you. It could be somebody, some of you are dealing with the addictions part, and maybe some of you dealing with your inner demons, or some of you dealing with a manipulative person. Then slow moving energy coming in, possibly involved with someone who is very detail oriented, very smart, very grounded. And if not, it's just slow moving energy, maybe a very slow moving message coming to you by the ending of the month. Or just as simple as an invite to go out on a date, or spend time with friends or family, or even co-workers. But moving forward nonetheless, but at a slow pace, but it's still movement, nonetheless. And then we come to vitality, warmth, success, achievements at the end of the month. And like I said, that is a very positive card, that sun being there, and it negates any negative card that you have in your spread. I thank you for watching. I wish you a wonderful month of June, and I'll see you, and I will try to get a weekly out before I move. So just remember, it takes two to row, and I bid you aloha.